can see, things are definitely looking better for now. They really want their friend out of here. But you can see things are definitely looking upwards here. We got her the Banamine, and she seems to be responding well to it, and we also gave her some B12. She's not raspy, nearly as raspy now. And there's her that's her little friend that we bought her with back there, right there. She's real concerned. Her right there, and then that Dexter back there, the Dunn Dexter, was who we got her with. But she's eating. There was about 4 inches of water in there earlier, and it's almost gone, so I'm going to fill that up here before I go in for the night. But earlier I did a little live when we was giving her the Pour-On Banamine, and she was not doing real well. She had just the craziest running manure because she hadn't eaten in a couple days really. And now that she's getting some dry matter, she should start to fix her rumen. If I can just keep her eating, I think she'll be fine. These guys keep stealing the good stuff, even though they got plenty of hay. If only he knew he could come through that fence, he could kill me. And he would too. I better just move right over here. She'll be all right. We're going to get her out of there eventually. Is that good stuff, girl? So, it'd be nice to be able to make a video on this, but what we really need to do is get caught up on our other videos. That's why I'm just going ahead and live streaming this. There's been many a times we've been real successful at like saving an animal, but we would only get so much of it filmed. We never could really make a complete video on what we'd been doing. And there's been other times where we weren't successful at saving one. With the cows, we've been more successful than not so far. Goats are another story. Them things go down on you, boy, it's pretty rough getting a goat turned around. She's letting us know she wants her friend out of this hospital pen. I need her to eat, like, if she'd eat this whole pile of hay, I'd be real happy. Bad thing is she's not really eating the stuff that is the most nutritious out of it. There's good grass in there, but she's going after some of the needle grass, which ain't got a lot of protein in it. As soon as she quits eating, I'll go get her some fresh water and dump this out. What? I don't feel that safe with that little bitty barbed wire fence that's already tore up. See, the steer, I had that big steer right there, big one right in front of the camera. I had him in here and to keep her company. And he just ripped right through that, like that one sticking its head through it. Barbed wire, in my opinion, it did have clips on it. Not anymore, not after he went through it. But barbed wire, in my opinion, is pretty futile. So what we're going to do is put woven wire all the way around the property with a couple high tensile hot wires, keep them off of it. virtually nothing will go through it. But as soon as you say that, something will jump it or do something crazy, pick it up off the ground. Pet that cow? I would pet. Which one? Him? Maybe if I move down to where the fence is a little tighter. This one, she's been sick on me, so I don't, as long as she's eating, I don't want to push her off the feed, so I don't want to get in there. This one on the left or this one on the right? That one on the left tried to kill me. Literally tried to kill me not too long ago. Get out of there, Augie, before you show him he can come through there. Get back. Get back. Hey, get back. See, he's about to figure out he can come through that fence. Come down here where he can't get through here as easily. See, he don't like me. See, he's trying to trick me. He wants me to come up there and try to pet him where the fence is weak. Yeah. I'd pet him if he'd come down here, but he'll actually let me pet him if he gets over here, but I feel like he's trying to set me up. Hey, bud. See, he'll let me pet him, kinda. But he does want to kill me. Now, I need my pig to come over here. I got a pig that won't let him get near me. I like that pig. It ain't gonna be long before he gets some new clips put on that T-post. It ain't gonna be long before he figures out how to get in here. All of these cows are super gentle, except for him. But he's a bull. And he's not gonna be here much longer because he literally did try to hurt me real bad. Oh, did you see the pig over here, Miss Charlotte? I've got an ugly pig somewhere that'll run that bull off. Won't let him get near us. Oh, see, I'm so hurt from the bull getting me a couple weeks ago. I can barely climb that. Hello, Miss Charlotte. What you doing, Charlotte? Oh, yeah. Oh, she had a rough day. She's real pregnant, so she might be feeling uncomfortable. Well, there's a better looking manure from earlier, so she's clearing up a little bit. Yeah, she's doing significantly better. She's eating anyways, which is way better than this morning. I mean, you seen her earlier. We came back out here, gave her another shot of B12. B12 really helps with the appetite. But just before that, I'm gonna sit down there. Just before I gave her that B12, she actually started eating, and I think it was because the Banamine started kicking in. No, I don't have any donkeys. We only got 40 acres right now, so donkeys and equine just tend to really be hard on your land, unless you kind of dry lot them. But we do have 2 llamas somewhere. I don't know where they're at, but the llamas aren't my choice. That's my wife's thing. I tell you what, though, I think that Banamine just really was. I kind of feel like she'd be going downhill still if she didn't have it. If she's like this in the morning, we won't need to take her to the vet. But The weather's supposed to get real nasty and rainy on Friday, so I may back the horse trailer up down here and give her something to get into and just still keep her. I mean, not Friday, but Saturday, unless she's just real spunky tomorrow. Where the llamas are, I'm surprised they're not over here. I'd have to go find them. It's kind of weird they're not with the cows. I'd have to go find them, and I don't see them right offhand. We got a bunch of trees, and sometimes they go get in the trees. Hello, cousin. But yeah, oh, there's a llama. There's both of them, actually. How'd I miss them? But I ain't going to go out there because that bull, when I'm on the phone, he knows I can't pay attention to him. Llama, llama, llamas! Tilly! Tilly! Come here, girl! Come here, Tilly! Tilly, 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 Tilly! She won't come unless I have a feed sack. Tilly's the one further away, and Renix is that one that's a little wider and closer. But she won't come unless I have a feed sack. But I kind of want these cows to go away because I don't like the bull being right next to me. This is the best appetite she's had since I noticed she wasn't doing well. I think it was Tuesday. I believe it was Tuesday morning when I noticed she wasn't doing well because we couldn't find her. And then yesterday we got her caught. Yeah, so it was Tuesday. Yep, full day. Yeah, Tuesday we know she wasn't doing good, and we managed to get her caught on Wednesday. Yeah, she's getting a little better. Here's my ugly pig. He don't like that bull, and he'll go out there. The bull's afraid. The bull will try to get me and end me, but this guy goes out there, the bull's done. He ain't messing. See, look at him. He's showing how bad he is. That thing goes out there, he ain't gonna mess with him. Yeah, she's doing a lot better. What is you guys' names again? I feel terrible because you guys are always commenting and was coming on our lives when we used to go live every Monday, and I forget people's names. But yeah, see the pig came over here. Old Burris. We were about to get rid of him too. And then he started saying, I love you guys. And he comes over here. That bull don't want nothing to do with it. He walks away. Yeah, they're doing good. Levi went, I think Levi's going bow fishing tonight. And with a friend of mine and his grandkids. And then, Huxton and Rylan are just up at the house. Rowdy and Angel. I might try to remember it this time. But she's keeping a pretty continuous appetite, like Wednesday when I got her here. Or let's say Tuesday when I found her. I ran her out of the woods. She got back with the cows, and she just kind of nosed at the hay. Just picked up a piece, chewed on it, and then wanted to walk off and hide again. She had more energy on Tuesday, like she could flat out run from me on Tuesday. But I knew something wasn't right with her. So I tried to give her ivermectin on Tuesday, but she was running from me too much. I did get some on her, but in that winter coat, the pour-on is not quite so effective. and I thought maybe I got enough on her, but when she wasn't showing improvement Wednesday, I knew we had to make this pen up and get her caught. Well, she has some kind of a, my pig is snoring over there. She's got some kind of a lung infection. Could be pneumonia, but what we think is she ended up with a lungworm infection, which is a parasite. And boy, if you kept livestock, you'd probably think twice if you weren't doing some sort of parasite cleanse, because you see it all when you got livestock. And I guarantee you, most people have got something in them. But anyways, and we think it was lungworm. And then when we caught her up, we gave her, just a little bit of everything, vitamins and some antibiotics, and we gave her a good dose of anti-parasitic. And we think that it got worse the following day because the parasites were dying off, and she just wasn't doing real good this morning. But we got some non-steroidal anti-inflammatories called Banamine, a pour-on type, and we got it on her, and we gave her some vitamins again today, and she seems to be really trying to recover. Oh, the pig got up and is walking away. She was snoring. I was going to take you over there and let you listen to her, but she must have got tired of me talking. Yeah, we got, we've got some Kiko crosses, a little bit dairy cross goats, and barber pole's the number one thing we deal with. But I bought a half Kiko. We'll call him, to keep it simple, he was a composition of several breeds, but he was half Kiko and half Boer, and we were going to be real proud of him. Dappled up, pretty Billy, pretty good size for his age, and we were worming him, and he just was acting off, and we'd worm him. Well, when he finally didn't make it, we found a big old tapeworm in him, and found out that you have to use a very specific one for goats. But that's kind of, I think Boers are about the weakest breed of goat you can get. Yeah, they get big, and people like them because they make a lot of meat. But I don't think it's a very good breed of goat. It'll be the last time I deal with them. I wish I had some molasses to put on her hay or in her water. But it's real crazy. I mean, it's really crazy the amount of different kinds of parasites there are, and how you got to treat each one with a certain type of wormer, and you really need to try to verify what they have. But like with tapeworm, we were pulling fecals on him, and we weren't finding a lot of worms, and we weren't seeing any, we're not experts, but we weren't seeing anything. Come to find out, it's really hard to find tapeworm with a fecal, and almost impossible, actually. Maybe after you worm, you might see some pass in them if it kind of knocks them off a little bit. And then, like with her, with lungworms, you only see those in the manure in certain stages. So we checked hers and had the vet check it too. And they said there were some strong guiles, and lungworm is a strong guile. So without doing a very specific kind of test, it's hard to tell if it's lungworm or if it's just another kind of strong guile. So when you deal in livestock, man, you learn a lot about that kind of stuff. And I'll just be honest with you, I will take some of that farm grade, not pharmaceutical, but farm grade stuff personally. I can't tell you what to do, but you can buy some stuff. I think Buddy Brown advertises for an ivermectin membendazole. but it's like, to get them, it's like $600. I can just tell you right now, I ain't paying $600 when I can get it for $10. Catastrophic. I think it was almost catastrophic with her. I think we might have dodged it. But we will still be watching her closely. Here, try some of this stuff right here. Here's a good piece. Sometimes if you stir up her hay, she gets kind of a little more. I think she's about had it. That's 20 minutes of continual eating something. That's pretty good. And I watched her eat quite a bit earlier. I'd like to see her drop some manure, because that would really tell me a lot about her. If you got livestock, you watch that manure. But she's not frothing at the mouth. She's not panting anymore. Let me see if I can get the phone propped up right here. I'm gonna run and get some water for her real quick. Oops. We're gonna clean this up. See. Alright, I will be right back and give her some water. All right, I'm gonna go check on the pigs. Rylan fed his pigs. Rylan kind of takes care of the big pigs around here. We got big plans for them. We Hey, we got all kinds of big plans, but um, we want to build kind of a bulletproof pen system with concrete footers, build it out of pipe and weld panels up, and something the pigs can't destroy. But we also want to get the pigs out on the pasture. We don't want to keep them pinned up. We had this idea we were going to do a bunch of pigs, or I did. I think I was the only one that had that idea. And we were going to breed about 3 or 4 sows and keep all the feeders and do pasture pigs, but we're so limited on pasture space as it is that for our cattle and our goats, we've decided against doing it in big scale, but we do want to have some pigs from time to time. So we're going to stick to probably 1 sow and 1 boar, because, and the reason we don't just go buy feeder pigs is because we want a very specific type of pork, something that's pretty fatty but not lard. Oh, sorry. Must have accidentally turned off the volume. But I was explaining that bucket of plumbing. I think my Cooney snatched it up thinking there was feed in it and drug it across the pasture. Or he stuck his head in there and got stuck in it. I don't know how this. Probably come back out here and check on this heifer in about 4 or 5 hours before I go to bed. And I think that she'll be doing much better. I think she's kind of went over the hill and on her way back down. The hard part of her sickness is, I think, past, and I think she's gonna come back around. No froth, no pant. Highly alert, head's picked up a couple inches higher. Everything you'd want to see in comparison to how she was earlier. So I think it's been 48 hours since we gave her full dose of antibiotics. I gave her another small dose because she really had me thinking maybe I didn't give her enough. So this would be a full 48 hours, but I'm gonna call it 36 because I gave her another small dose. So in another 24 hours, we'll be safe to go ahead and give her one more dose of those, just to make sure there's no problems. But I really think that it was lungworm, because if it had been antibiotics, it should have started working in the first 24 hours. And if it were the lungworms, dying and then getting into the airways, I think that from my research, it said that could last for 24 to 48 extra hours. So I think that's what it was. And I think that with the help of that Banamine, she was able to start passing those. Well, anyways, if you'd like to follow along with this, you can subscribe, and we will do another update tomorrow. And hopefully, before we get this thunderstorm weather coming in Saturday, hopefully she is way better than she is now. Hopefully she makes great strides over tomorrow, because with 2 inches of rain coming in, it could just be a mess trying to take care of her, trying to keep her out of it, trying to keep her dry and healthy and all that good stuff. So if you would, and you want to see how it turns out, subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. And before we go, double tap that screen and it'll like this video. And thanks for watching.